Now, far and away, the biggest costs of this relationship come from a phenomenon that Donald Trump emphatically promised to get rid of: regime change wars. Fully adopting Israel's agenda, U.S. policy puts priority on ensuring Israel has no powerful rivals in the region. At the extreme, that's done via regime change. Two of the most prominent such campaigns, of course, are Iraq and Syria. And in dollar terms, regime change puts us on a whole new level of magnitude. The Brown University Cost of War Project estimates that just Syria and Iraq cost America $2.9 trillion. Part of that is future medical and disability care for veterans, patriots who signed up to defend America, but ended up serving as attack dogs for a tiny country on the other side of the world, turning from dollar costs to incalculable human costs. In Iraq alone, 4,600 U.S. service members died, and 32,000 were wounded. Then there's the relentless pace of suicides from soldiers suffering from traumatic brain injuries, PTSD, and moral injury. The 1983 truck bombing of a Marine barracks in Beirut that killed 241 Marines. Why were they there? A peacekeeping mission to try to bring order after an Israeli invasion of Lebanon, one marred by ghastly atrocities and massacres. Now, in addition to the toll on Americans, these wars have victimized millions of innocent people in faraway lands, inflicting death, displacement, and mass suffering on a spectacular scale. In Iraq and Syria, estimates of 500,000 dead, with far more believed to have been killed from indirect causes like disease. Millions of refugees displaced, causing misery for them and also causing all kinds of trouble in the countries that they end up in. Armed conflict isn't the only instrument the United States uses to inflict mass suffering on foreign people on Israel's behalf. When the U.S. isn't dropping bombs on Israel's rivals, it's hammering their societies with economic sanctions. As Ron Paul helped me realize, sanctions are just a different form of war. Conservative estimates on the number of Iraqi children killed by malnutrition and disease brought on by U.S. sanctions in Iraq start at 100,000. When then U.S. Ambassador Madeleine Albright was confronted with a higher figure estimate of 500,000, she didn't even challenge that number, but infamously said, "We think the price is worth it." And now, of course, we have this latest war of aggression, launched on false pretenses, launched in the middle of negotiations, a war that in its opening hours killed something like 150 elementary-age schoolgirls, a war that threatens global catastrophe and starvation. This will only pad America's resume as the principal cause of misery for going back decades. Now, all that harm on Israel's behalf comes back to haunt us